Do you guys know my friend Owen? You know my friend Owen Stokes? I
No, I
usually
don't know your friend Owen Flynn. I don't.
I play a lot with him in ranked. It's Owen 7. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the B Leaguers podcast. It's our USN breakdown podcast episode because nothing interesting happened while we were gone, and USN was a very, very fun week for us, weekend for the viewers back home.
My favorite part about this entire podcast game so far with us is literally the last episode. You're like, we're gonna stop talking about USA because this is about every episode. You're like, fuck it, USN recap episode.
USN
Bitch.
only
Like,
episode. I mean, you gotta grind for some content when there's basically nothing happening. No pro league is happening, for a while anyway. Nothing really to talk about until the bugs get fixed. I guess that's the first thing we could talk about is the bugs. Yeah, there were a few, and we did play on the live build, and I don't know, it didn't really affect gameplay too much. Like, at least from a spectating standpoint, from a casting standpoint, we didn't see anything super crippling. But obviously, Retro had his tweet about the audio bug. Um, Troy had his unable to ADS bug. That was on stream. There was a couple things here and there that looked a little out of place, but for the most part, I thought the build was pretty stable. It's understandable why it's still not being used to play Pro League on, especially with that audio switching bug. Um, but I thought the event, as far as gameplay is concerned, went a lot fucking better than I imagined it was gonna go when we knew heading in that we were gonna be playing on the live build.
yeah, I was really worried about that because I believe actually, yeah, we were both sitting down at the wall when they were talking about that, and they're like, it's gonna be in the live build, and Flynn and I looked at each other and we're like, oh,
Oh,
great. Literally,
oh.
we were whispering to each other. We were like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then Flynn pipes up and he goes, "Did the players vote on this?" And they said, "Yeah, it was actually it was a certain amount of team count. Basically, it was like basically like 60-40, basically." So, anyways, so they voted to play the new build, and he said that the reasoning was because they had been practicing on the new build, and I was like, "Well, the old build actually works." So I
Yeah.
as much as I don't want to go back to having rain in my ears, I'd much rather have that than thermite holes that don't work properly. So, but we didn't have a single thermite go off that didn't work, so that was good.
At least that we saw anyway.
Oh, I'm
There
pretty
could
sure
have
they
been
would have lost
stuff.
their shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
probably. But I mean, there could have been stuff in like scrims and stuff during like prep and stuff that we didn't see. Um, I don't know. Maybe we got really fucking lucky as far as the build goes. Maybe the LAN build doesn't have as many bugs as the online build. Even though they are on the same like technical version of the game, but the LAN build is slightly different, as everyone out there should know. But if you didn't, there are specific LAN builds that Ubisoft makes for LAN events as compared to the online build that everyone plays. So I don't know. Maybe we got lucky. Maybe the LAN build's more stable. Maybe I don't fucking know. Maybe the bugs aren't as bad as everyone seems to make them appear, but as far as we know right now, Pro League won't be back until 2019. So it won't be. And that was based off of Parker's tweet where he said he was done for 2018. No one really has like a date as far as when Pro League will be back. So we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully Pro League comes back soon. But USN, a week in Vegas for us B Leaguers. That's a damn good time. Do you want to go chronological? Do you want to just talk about the games? What do you want to do, bud?
I'm gonna say we're probably gonna have to talk about chronological because I know for a fact if we leave out stuff outside of the game, people are gonna be like, "Why didn't you put that in the podcast?"
True.
Okay, especially after my Reddit post. They're like, what the fuck?
Just everyone know that there are things that happen that we can't talk about. So
Yeah, there is NDA stuff. In case you're wondering what
you won't.
it means basically we can't talk about shit that
Yeah,
they've told us about like
yeah,
future things and stuff.
yeah. Future
So
things and other, being courteous to other people's privacy as well. That's a big one.
Gotta love privacy.
Privacy is nice. Okay, let's do chronological then. We get in Thursday. I got there an hour before you.
Yep.
So I had more time to lay on my lazy ass in the hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went down. We got a couple drinks with Jump, and Jump was super cool. Honestly, I'm glad that we went through that whole like rundown before we left too. That was right before we recorded our last episode on Tuesday last week, where we went through and like talked about storylines and stuff. Basically, all the stuff we covered in the podcast. But it was really nice to be able to like get all of that down on paper for the host right before the event started, so that he had an idea of like where to start everything. Because the hardest thing to do for a new guy heading into a new game would to be not have any fucking clue what like the storylines are that are happening behind the scenes. Because those are like some of the most important things you want to bring up, like the possible retirements from Elephant Gang, Rogue having never won a LAN event before, EG and Rogue getting slapped by APAC at Rio, Cloud9 not doing well in the regular season but winning DreamHack Montreal. Like all these little micro storylines that get lost in the fray and you don't really see, I guess, on like a standings page. If you just went off of standings, then you wouldn't get the full story off of like who these teams are, who the players are. So I'm glad we went through all that with Jump beforehand. His suit was so fucking nice. I was so jealous.
I didn't understand everyone getting all pissy about his suit. Like, he looks like a clown. I was like, the suit's badass, dude. And he had the matching shoes. Like, I really went the extra mile, and nobody asked him to. Literally just went the extra mile in order to like try and elevate the experience on the entertainment level, which is awesome.
Yeah, and I thought Jump did a really good job on the desk too. I thought he did a really good job of like keeping everyone motivated and energetic, as well as Veli. We got to talk about Veli.
Oh man,
Veli was a fucking all-star, man. Oh my god, I was so impressed.
He's a fantastic human being. He scared the shit out of me when I first got to the hotel, though. Did I tell you about that?
I heard about that, yeah.
Oh my god. So basically I walk into the hotel and I'm looking for the check-in desk, but obviously it doesn't say check-in, it says registration for some fucking reason.
Yeah, that hotel was so fucking dumb to navigate.
The Rio, well, I know why they do it. It's literally a casino strategy, but it's whatever. Anyways.
Yeah.
I walk in, I message the group chat. Like, hey, where the fuck do I go to check in? And that's when you were like, it's the big ass desk to your left. Just keep walking until you see the sign. And I was like, okay. So I was like, okay, I guess it's a registration line. So I hopped in there and I was messaging you back, found it. And as I'm looking at my phone, I hear, is that Samuel Stewart? And I was like, who the fuck knows my full name?
In Las Vegas.
Yeah. And like, I look up and it's just Veli like standing there. I was like, oh, hey, dude, what's up? And I was like, you scared the shit out of me. And he goes, why? Is it because I'm black? And then started laughing. And I was like, this is going to be a good weekend.
It's going to be a good time, yeah.
I was like I love that kind of just stupid ass humor. So like that shit made me laugh so hard that I was like, it was great. But then we started talking for a little bit, got all checked in and shit. Went up, dropped my bags off, came back to the lobby. And then that's when I bumped into you. For the first time ever. I saw your face for the first time ever in person. God, you're such a strapping young man, let me tell you. And then after that, we went and got drinks with Jump and then continue from there.
Yeah, we went and got drinks. I felt really bad because... So, for anyone who doesn't know out there, I smoke. I vape. I used to smoke. And I was confused because when I walked in the door of the hotel, and you could see some pros tweeting about it as well before we got there, where like the entire casino smelled like cigarette smoke, and I was like, oh, you can smoke inside the building. That's super fucking clutch, because like I hate having to go outside. Any smoker out there can relate to that. It's fucking annoying. So I was like, oh, okay. So we sit down at the fucking bar, and then everyone's like, oh, you can smoke. And I was like, okay. So I fucking crack open the vape, and literally on my inhale, the goddamn waiter comes over, and he's like, no, it's against the law. You can't smoke where they serve food. You'd have to go out onto the casino floor to do that. And I was like, I feel really fucking terrible because I don't know where I am or what I'm doing, and I'm just going off of what people are telling me.
So he proceeds to lift up his shirt.
Oh yeah,
to
it's
his
just
nose, and
you
then
won't
he
see it, you won't know
throws
about
the
it. It's all
vape
good.
into his shirt, and then it just extrudes from his shirt like someone just melted Flint's chest. And he's like, and he goes like this. Hold on, he goes. I'm so sorry.
Yup.
He goes,
Yup. That
In case
is-
you
that
guys
is
were wondering,
me.
that's like vape talk. If you've never heard anybody do that, but I'm gonna assume that you have. So like whenever you like have vape in your lungs and talk, that's what it sounds like. So Flint just goes, I'm
Yeah.
so sorry. Just like so funny.
It's so
Uh,
bad.
And then he continues while we're at a burger place to get a fucking quesadilla.
Yeah, I don't eat burgers. That is not really my thing.
My burger was so good, dude. I got
Yeah.
one. I got a bacon and egg burger, dude. Mm. If you guys have never had just a nice over easy egg on top of your burger, you're missing out. Trust. So good.
Yeah, Thursday was pretty cool. It was basically all of like our introductions to each other and stuff. We'd all talked in the DM group beforehand.
Who did we all meet Thursday? Let's just do a quick rundown.
Thursday
We met Jump. We met Veli. I met you. You met me.
Yeah.
We met Stuart. Well, I met Stuart. We met. I met Avian. Who was all in that group? I just remember
the
Avian.
player group at like the front lobby. It was
Yeah.
like Avian, Super, Chap.
I never even talked to
um,
Super, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who else was there. Trippin, Canine. It was like most of Elephant Gang, and then Chap and Skittles and a couple other people that were there, like just
Mhm.
walking around at the front of the lobby.
Mhm.
Were you with me when I ran into EG before they went out for the media day? We were checking in.
No.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, I ran into like all of EG at the front doors when I was checking in, so I said hi to everyone there, and they told me that Troy had a very, very fun Wednesday night. I won't reveal what happened, but he had a good time, and Peter had to go above and beyond to keep everyone alive.
Oh,
So, props to Peter for keeping everyone on Evil Geniuses alive throughout the week in Vegas. You deserve a raise, my friend.
that's what you get paid to do, Peter. There you go.
He was literally like, this is not in my fucking job description.
Didn't he tweet something about like having to be the father for the night or
Yeah.
some shit?
Yeah, that's the night he was talking about when I got there. Troy had some fun. Everyone had fun, let's be honest. Let's not single anybody out. We all had a good fucking time in Vegas.
Yeah, Thursday I was. Well, Flynn and I were both fucking destroyed going back to our hotel rooms. 100%. We were
Yeah.
both fucking just tattered. So,
It was,
but all right. So we met them, and then we went and saw the stage, in which
Yeah.
Flynn almost got in trouble for recording shit on Snapchat.
yeah, I
But
was
it's
like,
fine.
because I never really have any problems with like just posting things on my Snapchat, because nobody has it. Only like personal people I know have my Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't even have your Snapchat.
Yeah, no, like no one has it, so I figured I'd be fine to post it on there. But they were like, "Yeah, media embargo. You post anything, and I'll fucking cut your penis off and serve it to you." And I was like, "Oh, okay. I'll wait till Saturday."
Yep.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to the player lounge. We met a handful of people there. That's where I saw Evil Geniuses for the first time.
Oh, okay.
That's
Yeah.
where I met Peter and them. So, and then we literally just like walked in there. I literally never had a word with anybody on Evil Geniuses except Gotcha
Oh, really?
this entire weekend. Yeah,
Sad.
like when we'll get to that later because we're gonna go in chronological order because
Yeah.
we spoke with him upstairs. But anyways, so did that, bumped into a few people, and like the weird thing is, guys, when you bump into people like from Rainbow Six, like especially players and stuff, just be friendly and just be open, like walk up to them and just like have a good conversation, unless obviously they're doing something. Because like initially I was just like sitting there and like we'd just like look at each other, and obviously like we'd recognize each other because obviously they knew that like I was gonna be a caster. It got announced, blah blah blah, blah. And like I obviously know who they are because I know all the teams in North America, like player wise. So it was more or less just like staring at each other, looking at each other, and then like that was really about it. And then like I had a conversation with Lycan from SSG, their coach, for a little bit. Lycan is a super genuine human being.
Oh yeah,
super genuine
Lycan's
guy.
such a good guy, man.
Yeah, such a fantastic human being. And then had a few conversations in there with some other pros. And then after that, what the fuck do we even do? Oh, didn't we go with Jump and start working on the Excel sheet?
Did we?
I think so.
I don't remember doing that, but if we did,
We went to the wall and worked on it, didn't we? No, that's when we had the meeting with Timo and all them, isn't it?
Yeah. I was gonna say I don't remember ever doing any work on the Excel sheet.
So we went and did that. We went and had the meeting with Tim and Rob and Timo and basically like a bunch of guys from Ubisoft and ESL that were basically coordinating to make this whole event happen.
Rob,
which, by the way, hold on. The production for this entire thing was fantastic.
Yeah,
so
it was.
I'm just saying, like the production crew, everybody was awesome. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, so just to fill in the blanks for some of the names because they won't know who you're talking about. Rob is the guy who was on the analyst desk from Ubisoft. He's a brand director for the American portion of Ubisoft. He's the guy who's been responsible for running all of the U.S. Nationals stuff for the entire year and will be responsible for the U.S. Nationals in 2019. Timo is the assistant producer, I believe, behind Tim, who was our producer for the entire event. These were all so Timo's worked on a couple things before with Siege.
Timo is the director of esports services at ESL America.
Ah, okay. Then I'm mixing his role up with someone else. But anyway, Tim had never done a Rainbow Six event before, basically, is what I was trying to get at. And I thought he did a really good job for his first Siege event. That whole meeting was like it was productive, and we threw a lot of things like back and forth with each other as far as like what we wanted out of the broadcast and stuff and out of the casting. And it was a really, really good meeting. He was very flexible. He came in very hardline on some of his stances, but after talking to us, like, we came away with a very, very mutually respectful understanding of what we wanted to do and how we wanted to run the show. So it was good to be able to get that in, and that's when Blue showed up. So that's when we officially met Blue for the first time at that meeting. And then after the meeting was done, we went and tried to play some Siege because basically the wall, the place that Stokes was saying we were at, was a gaming bar. And had a bunch of computers laying out in like a LAN configuration, but you could also play online. So we all struggled for about half an hour to get Siege up and running on these fucking computers. Just Uplay issues and Steam issues and a bunch of fun stuff. And then while we were in the middle of a fucking very bad rank game, Lycan comes over and offers to scrim us. He offers for SSG to scrim me, Veli, who's like a bronze 2, by the way, Stokes, Blue, and then a random 5th. Like, we didn't even have 5. But Lycan came over and was like, you guys want to scrim? And I was like, fuck yes. Fuck yes, I want to scrim on a goddamn mouse I can't hold properly, on a computer that I've never played on before, getting mediocre frames, but I still want to do it anyway just for the fucking meme content.
The frames weren't even that bad. That mouse is just fucking terrible. That mouse
was horrendous.
Like legitimately.
Yeah.
Alienware keyboard was great. I like the keyboard. I still like my Corsair K70 Rapid Fire more, but the keyboard was nice. The monitors, the Alienware monitors, the 240 hertz ones that they had are fantastic. Nice. Those are great monitors. So like the only thing is that mouse is literally the weirdest shape and it weighs like 250 pounds. Like,
yeah, so the mouse,
heavy as shit, dude.
I don't really have the time or energy really to go look for a like a link for it online or anything, but that mouse, yeah, you're looking for it. That mouse, for anyone out there who's like never seen the Alienware, I think it's just like their flagship gaming mouse. I don't know, it's shaped like a fucking pancake. Like, it's just very flat and very wide and very round and very heavy. I don't know who would actively want to use that as their mouse. I guess it takes some getting used to and then you'd be okay. But they also had like the mouse buttons right where I wanted to put my thumb to grip the mouse. So every single time I picked up the mouse, I was holding down those mouse buttons and I had to go in and manually deactivate those buttons from doing anything. It was so bad.
All right, I found it. Hold on, I'll tell you how much it weighs.
All right.
Where is it? Find the weight, you fucker. 4 variable weight levels and 4 interchangeable side.
This is really good podcasting here. You're just trying to find things to read. You're keeping things very entertaining.
Take your gaming experience to the next level with this customizable mouse. The mouse features variable DPI settings, 4 interchangeable side modules, and 13
Just
programmable
get the
buttons.
weight or say the model so we can move on, for God's sake.
It was the AW958 Elite gaming mouse, and it was shit.
Not bad.
I'm just gonna copy this and just type in weight. I just want to know the weight of this mouse. Anyways, continue.
You take it away for a second.
All right. Anyways, so we were gonna do that, and as we were getting it figured out,
You're good. Keep going. You're good. Keep going.
you need to mute yourself.
I did.
You didn't.
I did for the OBS. Keep going.
Oh, well, I didn't. Okay. Anyways, so I just got it pulled up here. I'll put it to you this way: PC, Tom's Guide gave it a 2.5 out of 5. The mouse is trash. Anyways, we're just gonna get off the mouse. So after that, they said they wanted to scrim, like basically in a meme, but they still wanted to do it just for fun. And I was like, you know what? Like that'd be fun to show like Veli and Blue like what it's actually like getting properly droned out and pinched and completely just fucking slammed. Like like legitimately, Flynn, my entire idea when they said that was like, all right, Flynn and I are gonna play site, we'll have them roam and just like watch them get murdered and just try to kill people when they get to site, and that's about it. That's the game plan. That's it. Like, because I knew for a fact if we roamed, they were just gonna shove site and they were gonna get fucked. Like, I knew it was gonna happen. But anyways, so that whole thing happened, and during that time, I tweeted basically this thing at Mark the Shark from Cloud9, and my tweet said, I've been here for 7 hours and I still haven't gotten a hug from Mark. And he tweeted back at me and was like, come find me. I was like, okay. So he DM'd me and was like, yo, we're hanging out in this room if you want to come upstairs and hang out. I was like, all right, cool. So I grabbed Blue and I grabbed Flynn. And obviously I asked. I didn't just like bring him up there without like, hey, is it cool if they come with me? So brought them with me. Went up there. So I met Goddess for the first time in person, which was awesome because her and I, again, have been friends for a super long time. And then got my hug from Mark, which is lit. And then met Foxay, met Tifa, met Laxing, and met Crux, which is one of Goddess's mods. And we literally just like sat in the room for a while, hanging out. And then after we did that, we were like, yo, let's go get food. So we went down to the Mexican restaurant, hung out down there, had some fire ass nachos.
Yeah,
Flynn,
those nachos were
yes.
fucking insane. Is
They were
this
so
still
good you
all
got
on
them twice.
Thursday? Did we do all this on
Yeah.
Thursday?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
By the way, also at the Mexican restaurant, this is where we started to just completely ruin ourselves. So
Oh yeah, we were pretty fucked up by then.
yeah,
Pretty
so we
fucked
literally
up by
sat
then.
there for quite a while and just got fucked up. That's basically what happened. So after we got pretty blasted, we went outside, and since things are legal in Nevada, we just went outside and smoked some stuff, and then came back inside. And then I was
Yup.
completely fucked out of my brain,
Same.
and so was Flynn.
I think we
And
all were, to be honest. I don't think any of us survived that.
I'll put it to you this way, guys. I legitimately, like, my body would not function. I didn't even remember like anything at all. Like I went upstairs, I threw up in my shower, and I was like, I'll clean it up in the morning, and I passed out in my bed. That's what happened. That's it. I'll expose myself. I don't give a fuck. So and then Flynn basically did the same thing, except he didn't get sick. He just went upstairs, hit the pillow, and was like, I'm definitely not moving from the spot, and went to bed.
Yeah, our call time in the morning for rehearsals was early, so I went the fuck upstairs, I crashed and I gave up. I was like, nope, it's over. I'm throwing on some music and I'm going the fuck to sleep. I do not care about the entire world right now. That's how good it was. So yeah, I mean,
and then Lauren was mad at me because I told her I was gonna stay up as long
Same.
as she was up, and she was up till 5 a.m. And then she
oh,
was like,
I was
"Where the
not
hell were
being up
you?"
until
And I was
5
like,
a.m. That's for goddamn sure, Lauren.
Yeah. I mean, I
Oh.
love you, but that's not happening. Like, it's
Honestly,
not fucking happening. Especially after that day of travel, dude. Fuck that.
oh yeah, the flight wasn't bad, but I had been up for like 38 hours by the time I
My
got
sec-
to the airport.
My second flight, yeah, I still can't believe you did that.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I almost did
Anyways,
that. My day of getting into events is always brutal because I can never sleep the night before. So I just fucking gun it, and then I try and get sleep on the plane, and then I suck at getting sleep on the plane. So I'm fucking exhausted by the time I touch down, and everyone wants to do
You need-
stuff as soon as you get into town.
you need to get noise canceling headphones.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
I do.
It's a fucking game changer. Like I thought Bill was bullshitting.
no,
It's a game changer. It's nuts. If you guys don't have noise canceling headphones when you go on planes, get them. You will sleep like a baby. I don't even sleep in cars. So like it's nuts. So now whenever I'm even gonna take like a 2-hour road trip and somebody else is driving, taking my Bose Quiet 2s, but put those motherfuckers on, put on some lo-fi, and just go the fuck to bed.
yeah.
Nuts.
Honestly,
Anyways.
so yeah,
anyways,
that's
so-
Thursday in the books.
Yeah, that's Thursday, and then Friday rolls around. And take that one away. You can take away Friday.
I don't think there was really anything interesting that happened on Friday. I
We
mean, it was-
literally rehearsed all of Friday and just worked on storylines. That's literally what we
yeah,
did.
like Friday was not an interesting day as far as like
oh, we went
content.
to the okay, Friday wasn't really for you, wasn't super interesting for you, but it was interesting for me because it was my first LAN, obviously. So
Oh yeah,
Friday is when I met Zeronic for the first time, Alex, which is a fantastic human being. I mean,
Yeah.
it's awesome. Like he is legitimately a Viking. Like that is literally what like in right, Flynn? Like he enjoys drinking beer and just having like really fun conversations. Like that's it.
I
Like,
think
he's just
I think people think Zeronic is very neutral or not very energetic because of like his demeanor when he's on an analyst desk.
Yeah,
but
that is not
That
him.
is not the
That's-
case. Zeronic is a
yeah.
very, very, very fun human being.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Very energetic, very likable. Honestly, he was a super chill guy. We were cracking jokes the whole time. Like, he's a very, very fun guy to be around. I would be remiss if he wasn't there. Honestly, that would be
Mhm.
it'd be an entirely different weekend if Zeronic wasn't there. It was a great time. I'm glad that that Yubi decided to bring him over for the analyst desk because that was huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also, I met my duo for the weekend for casting, which was none other than Parker McKay. McKay. It looks
He
like
gets
McKay, but
real.
it's
I know
McKay.
he gets real mad when you call him Parker McKay.
I really hope that he listens just because of that. Honestly, I hope I get a DM like 2 days from now. He's like, "Hey,
Fuck
fuck
you.
you!" Like, yeah, dude. Fucking Parker sends me a picture. Like, I guess somebody sent him of like me and him casting. I was
Yeah.
like, "That's fantastic." Did Cashflow take that? Because Cashflow was up there pretty often taking pictures.
Yeah,
Never messaged me back. Like,
left on red.
yeah, Parker is gone in the wind half the time. Like, he's like,
Oh yeah,
what like if he's not at an event, he's never on his phone. Basically, like he's just like fucking does what he wants to do, and he's just off his phone. And then like he'll message you like the next day and just like back up his phone. Parker's awesome. Like legitimately, he carries himself the same way he does when he casts. Like he's legitimately not the same human being. Like he cracks a lot more jokes. He obviously like stuff like that, you know, and not anyone's ever going to be the same they are in cast, like ever. Like
No.
Flynn and I, you guys can notice the difference already. You guys listen to the fucking podcast. So, I mean,
yeah.
like,
we're nothing alike compared to
Yeah.
when we cast.
yeah, exactly. So Parker is a fucking awesome human being. Awesome dude. Super helpful. Helped me out with a bunch of stuff on my casting game, as well as Flynn and Blue helped me out with some stuff as well. And it was fantastic, man. Like honestly, I've never like made such good friends in such a little span of time in my entire life. Like it was really, really cool.
what happens at basically every LAN, dude. Every LAN you work, you meet new people, and they're just as fucking cool and interesting as you are, and you guys hit it off, and then, like, it's, I don't know, LANs are the perfect opportunity to just, like, meet new people and fucking find some new friends. It's an awesome fucking time. I love doing LAN events, man. If I could do one every week, I would.
Yeah, same. Honestly. So, anyways, we worked out a bunch of stuff with them. Oh, me meeting me meeting Parker for the first time was actually hilarious because we're basically standing in a circle in the green room and Tim's talking about stuff. And Parker looks over at me, he looks me up and down, and he goes, Samuel? I was like, hi, Parker. And he just like goes back to the conversation he's having with Tim.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, in my head, I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, I was so lost. Oh my god! But it was awesome, man. That was a really cool day. I learned a lot of shit. Got to try my hand with the microphone up there for the first time and all that stuff and messing around with it. And I can tell you guys the one thing that is super fucking difficult about casting on LAN. Well, two things. One, at this particular casting booth that we literally had people in front of us that were sitting in front of us.
Yeah,
Like, they were legitimately
it wasn't
directly behind the. Yeah,
It wasn't a
It was not
booth.
separate.
We were in the middle of the audience, up on
Yeah.
the second balcony, which I was not a fan of. I hated being that close to people while trying to cast because it breaks your focus.
yeah.
There were also a set of 4 guys like right beside the cameras that were like making hand signals at me while I was trying to cast the whole time, and like
They did the same thing to us.
yeah, I get it. I get it that you're fans of us or you're just fans of the game in general, but holy shit, I wanted to punch them.
Yeah, at one point during right before I think was it the SSG game or was it? I'm pretty sure it was the SSG Rogue game on the second day. Right before it got tossed to Parker and I, one of the kids over there had one of the noisemakers, and
Yeah.
he popped it, and it sounded like a gunshot, and it fucking
yeah.
scared the shit out of me, dude. I was terrified for all of like 2 seconds, and then like Parker looked over at me, and and then they threw the call over to Parker, and then Parker literally just like jumped right into it. I was like, all right, cool. Like we're just going. So
Yep.
and then we got into everything. But anyways, basically the rest of Friday was literally just all of us hanging out. We went to a ridiculously expensive buffet
Oh my god, that was so expensive.
that was literally not worth the money at all.
No, it was good food, and I was really high and drunk, but like, no, that was
Yeah.
so expensive. I
It
think
was so
that is what
fucking
got my credit card canceled.
Your credit card got canceled.
Or I not tell you about this? Yeah, so earlier today, I went to check like my balance and stuff to pay off my credit card. And it's gone. It's gone from my account. It's just completely fucking deleted. There's
They
just no
terminated the card.
I think it was something on Visa's end because it's a Visa card through my bank. So I think Visa saw that miraculously one day I was in Toronto and the next day I'm in Las Vegas racking up charges and going to fucking $130 buffets. So I think maybe it's just a fraud thing. They just put a freeze on it for right now, and for some reason it's not showing up in my bank account. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, my credit card's like just deleted off the face of the earth right now. I can't use it. I tried.
That's when you're like, yeah, dude, somebody stole my card. Except there's definitely evidence right here, but that's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they deleted it and I don't have to pay for it anymore. It's an easy $500 I don't have to pay.
Yeah, dude, honestly, I'll put it to you this way, guys. Legitimately, I took myself and my girlfriend and I paid for her meal at the buffet and I got the drink package, but I didn't look at the drink package before because I assumed that they were just going to have like beer on draft and stuff, like, you know, regular people would. They had what was it? It was Coors Light, Blue Moon, mimosas, and like one other thing, and that was it. That's all you could get.
Wine. House red.
Yeah, and
house
wine.
white.
Yeah, that was it. I was like, I paid $15 extra for each of us, so $30 extra for 4 fucking beverages. Like,
To be
What?
fair, in Vegas, that's not a lot of drinks. Vegas was
Yeah.
stupid expensive no matter where you went.
yeah,
Everywhere you went, everything was so ungodly fucking expensive. Food,
Did I
drinks,
tell you how much I spent at the
transportation.
buffet, by the way?
How could you possibly spend more than the fucking, like, what was it? 2 by 86 because you paid for you and Esther. So
I paid $173 at that buffet.
yeah, so 2 by 86. Well, I mean, I paid a fucking 130 of my money because we have to take another 30% up to convert it into fucking Canadian.
Yeah, hikes.
Yup. Welcome to my life, dude. I was not happy leaving that. Oh, okay. I was happy leaving and I was happy there because I was super high, but I was not happy when I checked my fucking credit card statement in the morning. We hadn't even casted a single fucking game yet, and I was down to like my last $100 for the entire weekend. So it was a bad spot to be in, but I don't know. It was still a very, very fun event. Just a stupidly expensive event. God.
Yeah, nothing was cheap there at all. It
No.
really did suck. Like, legitimately, I went and got an Aquafina water bottle from one of the shops inside the Rio. It was $6.
Oh my god.
I was like, this isn't even Fiji. Like,
Yikes.
oh my, it's fucking Aquafina. It's practically tap water. That's
Yep.
literally like Jesus. Anyway, so that was Friday.
Saturday. Start
And
us off.
Saturday rolls around, and basically everybody put it on me for what I wanted to cast because it was my first LAN.
Yep.
So
None of us cared. It was all you.
arguably, I took the harder games to cast before we cast. You guys had the best game of the day, the Orgos versus EG game.
Yeah.
But I basically did it because I did not want to be up there to cast first at all. Like I was like, I'll let Flynn and Blue do it, and I have literally never watched a game more intently in my entire life because I was like, okay, basically just copy what Flynn does. What is Flynn doing? Dude, I was getting so nervous, and I do not get nervous at
I
all.
wouldn't even have said copy what I was doing because I was fucking up for a good portion of that first game.
What was happening?
Oh, I was just getting way too hyped for like really dumb shit. Like I had to have or Parker came up. Yeah, and that's the thing, and people won't understand that until you're actually at a LAN event. You like imagine if everyone's sitting at home listening to this. Imagine if you had watched Pro League your entire life, which is for the most of you in an online setting, just at home on your computer. Maybe you're in a Discord call with some friends. Maybe you have people come over, so you have like 3 or 4 people in the room with you. Imagine multiplying that by 1,000, and they're all screaming for all they're worth, and you're in the middle of the fucking audience. You're not off somewhere where the sound is only coming at you unidirectionally. It is all around you. There's energy. You can feel it in your fucking chest every time something happens. The speakers are fucking blasting. The gameplay is the hypest gameplay you'll ever see, because it's 2 Pro League teams going at it. I lost
your
myself.
voice over the top of it. Yeah.
I lost myself in the energy way too easily because the crowd was fucking amazing. I'm not blaming that on the crowd. That's me. That's on me to adjust and get better at fucking controlling myself in those situations. It's not the first LAN I've done, but it's the first LAN I've done where I'm literally in the middle of the goddamn crowd. I can, like, while I'm casting out of my peripheral, I see people jumping up and down in their seats. Like, that is so hard to control as far as your emotions are concerned. So that first game was rough for me. The Rogue Sinister game, I dialed it back a little bit because A, it was going to be a shit game, and B, Parker came over and talked to me. He was like, "You need to chill. You need to fucking chill. I know what's happening, but like, Flynn, shut the fuck up." So
yeah, we were sitting in the crowd. And he was like, "Flynn is losing his fucking mind right now." That's literally what he said.
Yep.
It's like, yep. And then up next was your boy.
Yeah, C9 E-Gang. That was a shit fucking game. Holy shit.
That was a shit fucking game, all except for the Laxing 3K. That was it.
Laxing was the bright spot for C9 the whole weekend, man. That was unfortunate. I thought they were actually going to do some damage too.
I really did. By the way, congratulations on
predicting every single thing, right? Yeah, thanks. I'm a fucking god.
No, like legitimately, who the fuck was I talking to today? I think I was talking to one of my friends who listens to the podcast, and he was like, "Why did you predict stuff like that?" And I was like, "I wasn't gonna say, yeah, Flynn, you're right. Like that's not good for content."
Basically,
like I was like, with Gotcha out, Rogue's probably gonna win this, and EG will probably make it to the finals because C9 will probably slip up in the semis for some fucking reason.
They did. Holy shit.
Which they did. So I was like, I can't just match what fucking Flynn says. Like, then what am I? Like, so might as well just fucking throw it at the wall and hope it sticks.
I mean,
But-
damn, man, like, it looked like it, at least off of Saturday, it looked like maybe some of your predictions were going to come true. Like, Rise against
Yeah.
SSG,
That was a
we
crazy
knew,
game,
we
except for the
knew
second
heading in
match.
that was going to be a crazy game, but I know there
Except
were a lot
it
of,
wasn't.
yeah, but there were a lot of people out there, like, not even giving Rise credit. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that went 3 maps. Like, yes, SSG, like, what, did they blast Rise in the last map? But, like,
Yes. What was it, like 6-1 or 6-2?
I think so. Still, like, Rise put up a good fight, especially for their first LAN together as a team.
Yeah. And Ghost first land overall, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, anyways. So, first cast comes up. And this is, well, actually, it was a lot harder because, as Flynn said, we have people standing right next to us. So
Yeah.
I'm standing up there and I'm like, I'm attempting to calm myself down. And when I attempt to calm myself down, basically, like, I just close my eyes and breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. I used to do that all the time when I ran cross country because it expands your lungs out. And basically, like, I use that to help calm me down. So I was doing that. And like, the lights up there are remote controlled, like they can turn them on and turn them off from the production room. So I'm standing there and I have my eyes shut, and as Flynn knows, those lights are bright as fuck. So
yeah.
the lights turn on, and obviously, like, I can see them through my eyelids, and like my nervousness just goes up by like 10.
Yep.
Like, oh my fucking god. Like, so I open my eyes, and when I regularly cast, I have my ring. And I did not have my ring on. It was on my necklace, which was underneath my shirt. So I didn't know what to do. So I started swaying back and forth to calm myself, which was obviously the thing that Twitch chat was freaking the fuck out about, because I was swaying back and forth because it was a distraction to their little brains for some reason. So sorry, that was rude. Anyways. So we start, and initially things are pretty rocky. Things are pretty rocky. Not absolutely terrible, but not where I wanted to be. So as we start, we're getting on down the line, and I'm basically using today, like, well, not today, using Saturday as like a gauge of how to work with Parker, because like obviously it's our first time casting together, and I was just basically trying to feel out like his throws to my throws, to how long he usually takes to get his point across, to how he wants me to address his information and stuff like that. And then basically the few notes that he gave me was, stop agreeing with me so much, blaze your own path on conversation, and fuck was the last one? Oh, let the content breathe, which basically means like you can have some dead space in between talking about other shit. You don't have to always have voice over the game. You can have like a good like 2 seconds to like 4 seconds of time before you start talking. Like, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
So in the last game, make some minor adjustments, get a little bit better. And so the last game was a little bit better. And that's when I talked to Flynn. Flynn gave me his 2 cents about everything, which really helped. Talked to Blue, talked to Parker again. Really, like, everyone. And the funniest thing is, like, all of Ubisoft and ESL was like, oh yeah, you're doing great. And I literally told Flynn, I was like, Flynn, I feel like I'm literally doing shit. Like, he was like, just don't worry about it. Just fix the things we talked about and everything will be good. I was like, okay. So literally all of Saturday night back in my hotel room, I read over every single player's, because we didn't know who was doing the finals yet. I read over every single player's bio.
You weren't there for the postmortem.
Yeah.
We knew that Blue and I were doing the
Mhm.
finals literally right after your guys' SSG Rise game.
Yeah, I wasn't there because I had to do something with Esther or something. I can't remember. Anyways,
Gotta find your sunglasses.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to that. I left my $200 Ray-Bans at the Mexican restaurant that we got drunk
Sure
at.
you did.
I did.
Sure you did.
Do you really think I used that excuse to
Yes.
just go have sex with my
Yes,
girlfriend, Flynn?
100%, because that's what I would do.
Hand to God, I left my sunglasses at that restaurant. I promise you.
Oh, it was so fucking funny. Everyone fucking roasted your ass in the DM group when I said that too. I just put "finding your sunglasses" in quotations.
Oh my god, you guys are ridiculous. Anyways. Oh my god. Okay, so I read over every single player's bio and like basically all of the team history, everything like 10 times over. I spent literally like 3 hours doing it. And Flynn, that's why the next day, like if you noticed, I had like so many stats from just shit from like fucking forever ago and like their KOSTs and everything just like off cuff. Just because I read over it so many times on like CGG and everything. It's ridiculous. Like, so first game comes up and we have the show match and then we have SSG versus Rogue, which was one of the bigger games of the day, obviously. So we started off the day this time. And basically, as we're going through the military game, I had a couple slip ups, but everything was a lot better. Like I had really, really good calls. My play-by-play was a lot smoother. I wasn't tripping over my words as much. And everything as a whole was just on the up and up. And then after that, talked to Flynn, talked to Parker. I was like, hey, does everything sound better? And obviously both of you were like, yeah, just make sure you keep like these ideas in the back of your head on the last cast, because obviously it's your last cast. You want to do the best in your last cast. It's like, okay. So C9 versus EG was up next. And that's when EG beat out C9. And Flynn had a great cast. And he had a fucking banger of a play-by-play call.
Did I? What did I say?
It was I want to say it was on Villa when fucking Gotcha went massive.
Gotcha.
Oh no! It wasn't Villa. It was the first map. It was the first map.
First map. What was that?
When Gotcha literally started with like 12 kills right off the bat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and everyone was like, hashtag he's just a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that EGC9 game, that was interesting. So, I don't know, I felt like I was in a much better groove as far as casting is concerned, because I was able to bring, like, energy back down a little bit. I lost a little bit here and there, because, like, the audience energy again. Milos today was doing, like, a VOD review of the game, and I was listening back to the casting through that while he was, like, picking apart, like, the gameplay and stuff, and my casting. And I caught myself a couple times. I was just listening through it, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, Flynn, figure your fucking life out. But for the most part, I felt a lot better about EGC9. I felt really, really good about the finals. I haven't even listened back to the finals yet, but I will do that probably tomorrow. I don't know, I felt a lot better as the week progressed, basically. Every single game, I feel like I got better and more accustomed to the crowd and the audience and the noise levels and everything, and just trying to contain the energy and make sure it paced out properly, because I was really all over the place on Saturday. The Sunday felt a lot better. The EGC9 game was a weird one, to be honest, and then not even as weird as the fucking finals, but it was a lot of throws on both sides, to be honest, or just a lot of like weird misplays that usually don't happen from both teams. And I don't know, it was a difficult one to try and like wrap my head around analytically, because that was the other thing too, is I had never casted with Blue before. So heading into Saturday, Blue and I had just like mutually agreed that like we were just going to toss things back and forth and see who was doing better at what. And then after Saturday, Jump, Zeronic, and Parker all came to us and were like, hey, you should probably have Blue facilitate more of the play-by-play and Flynn do more of the analyst work, because Flynn knows a hell of a lot more about the game than Blue does, considering Blue is so much newer to the game. And that was new for me, because I've never actually been in that position before, where I'm better in my duo at analyst than play-by-play, because play-by-play is obviously my strong suit. Doesn't mean I can't do analyst work, just means that I am stronger suited to flex towards play-by-play. So that was also something I was trying to wrap my head around, is keeping pace when I wasn't always doing play-by-play calls, like especially end-of-round play-by-play calls, because that's kind of how, like, in a CCS cast, where I'm much stronger on play-by-play than my co-host, I will conduct and control the play-by-play much more in a CCS cast or a Challenger League broadcast or something like that, or just something online, versus this scenario. So it was hard to kind of adjust to that as well, to keep like everything under control. EGC9, that game did not go according to how I thought it would go. It was really, I don't know, it was just, it was so back and forth the whole way, and it really, to be honest, shouldn't have been the way C9 were playing. I think they were playing for Laxing to kind of try and carry them. It was Laxing and Foxay basically just going the fuck off and trying to keep them above water. Retro was real quiet throughout the entire weekend, which was unfortunate for them.
He had some decent plays on Villa.
Yeah, he had like a couple moments, but like for the most part, he was quiet. And the hardest part about it was he was in a frag flex role, so like his job that weekend was to do better, and he didn't. And it happens. Everyone has weekends like that.
Mm-hmm. I will say this one thing about C9 as a whole over the weekend, play wise. I really liked how freely that they were switching up roles to try and make things work. Like when something wouldn't work and they're like, okay, we're not playing well like this, let's do this. Like Flynn will remember this. There was a point in time where they had Jackal, Zofia, Ash, Capital, and Glaz. Like they just had like every frag and op under the sun, and everyone was playing it and just going super hard in the paint. And it was great. I think they ended up actually winning that round as well. And we saw a little bit of that in CCS. So
you got the comp mostly right. It was a Thatcher instead of a Glaz. Okay. But everything else was correct. Yeah. It was that was on Coastline and a little bit on Villa too. They swapped out the Capital every now and again for Breach on Villa. Goddess was going back and forth between Thermite and Hibana.
Reminded me a lot of G2's playstyle a little bit. It seems like they're really trying to make it to where the team can do anything instead of just getting really good at one thing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I also gave on the cast lots of credit to EG for doing literally the same thing. For cycling through roles and stuff, and
how you don't say, huh?
Spencer threw up the stat. I think it was in the finals. Was it in the finals or the semifinals when Spencer threw up the stat of Gotcha had played 21 different operators at that point?
Holy shit!
Oh, you didn't see that? Yeah, dude, Gotcha was on a fucking carousel. I think I said carousel of operators 5 times on the weekend, and it was all because of Gotcha.
My God.
That's what I meant by flexibility, dude. They were throwing everything at a wall.
So, speaking of you saying things, somebody on that Reddit post I made, he said, basically it was like, blah, 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 good read on the Reddit post. And then he said, I will give you and Flynn a slight bit of good-natured ribbing. One of my buddies and I were watching the tournament, and every time Flynn said shredded and you said daunting, we had to take a shot.
Oh,
we got nice and drunk, but I'm a lightweight, so don't feel too badly.
Oh no, I did say shredded a lot. I did.
Yeah, I said daunting task like all the fucking time.
Yeah, I did say
daunting's just a good word, dude. It's such a good word.
Yeah, I mean
that's from Dingleberry Man on Reddit, by the way. So shout out to Dingleberry Man. Thank you for listening to the podcast, by the way. I literally messaged him. I was like, I'm gonna read this to him on the podcast.
Yeah, I did. So that's something we always look out for. As all like doesn't matter where you cast or what you do. If you're a good caster constantly trying to get better, you always look for the words that sound really repetitive in your casting. I'm glad that you actually just mentioned that because I did not pick that out. I have other words and other phrases that I think I used way too much on the weekend that I want to try and expand on as far as vocabulary is concerned. Shredded is not one that I actually picked out, so I'm glad that got mentioned. I'm glad that there's other people out there like keeping track of that shit because we do need that a lot from time to time where we get into a zone and we think things sound okay because we're in the moment, and then when you go back and listen to it, you still
cringe.
Yeah, it's not the cringe. It's just like,
and then you put your head under your pillow hoping it suffocates you. Yeah, I know that feeling.
No, it's more like
I'm kidding.
I know it's more the retrospective angle. You're looking back on it. And you have, like, for me, if I went back and watched the finals right now, I don't know how analytical I could be of the breakdown of it. I would probably actually prefer someone else to look at it and give me some cliff notes. Simply because I'm looking back on it now thinking I did good in the finals. I think I did pretty well in the finals in comparison to the other games on the weekend. Because, like I said, I don't think I was at my strongest on Saturday at all. And Sunday was hit or miss. I had decent moments, but I fucked up a few things that I really
guess they
wish
never.
I didn't.
I guess they never miss, huh?
I want to fucking strangle you. But yeah, that's good that they got pointed out because I did not gauge that I was saying shredded a lot, so I do apologize. Shit.
Oh, don't apologize. You had a great cast this weekend. You had a great cast.
I don't know. I
You
just
had,
feel like I had to keep tweaking things to get it to even a level that I was comfortable with, and never throughout the entire weekend did I feel like I was actually doing well.
You and me both, brother. You and me both.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I will say, okay. So after that game that Flynn casted, then we had the game that will be etched in my fucking memory for the rest of my damn life, which was
Why?
SSG versus Rogue. It was because of Coastline.
What about it? I don't remember anything happening on Coast. I don't remember a
Thinking
lot.
Nate Ace.
Oh, yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah. So that Thinking Nate Ace will literally be etched into the fucking center of my brain for the rest of my life.
That was so dumb
and
too.
Dude, oh my, it was
That was so
legitimately- That was my best call of the entire weekend. Did not stutter over my words, did not fall over my words. Was creative throughout the entire play-by-play. Like, didn't double up on words, didn't do anything. Even got to the point where I was actually using like call-outs from the map and getting creative with those. Like when Vertical was rotating down cool vibes, I was like, I said something along the lines of like Vertical rotating down cool vibes, and he's gonna have to maintain a cool vibe in order to try and clean up the rest of this round. And then Thinking they just ripped his head off inside of Sunrise, and just
Yeah, it
won the
was.
rest of the round.
That was a
Yeah,
dumb
so-
ace too. That was a
Yeah,
dumb ace. Nate was just like
fuck, dude.
he's
Like,
just walking wherever the fuck he wanted.
Legitimately, I thought he was dead when he got in that mirror gunfight.
Yeah.
I was like, right when I saw Mira's outline, I was like, he's gonna get ripped by this Vector. That's why I was like a close gunfight because I had no idea who was gonna win it, and then he just got a headshot. But I know for a fact it was a lucky headshot because Mira crouched right into that bitch. So, but yeah, that was fucking crazy. And then we ended up finishing off the podcast, finishing off the cast. And then Parker attempted to make me cry. So that was great.
Yeah, those come out of nowhere too. So I even mentioned in the DM group when Parker did it to me. He's done it to me multiple times actually, which is really fucking annoying. The first time was on the Northern Arena broadcast for the Canadian circuit, week 2, because it was the first week that Parker showed up for it, and it was the first time me and him had ever casted together. So he did that to me then, and then he also did it to me at DreamHack Montreal during a tech break between C9 and Millennium, which also pissed me off, because I was like, Parker, the game is 4-4 right now. Can we not? Can we not right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, he's very good about that. He's very good about giving praise where it is definitely deserved, and I think you had like a really, really strong weekend. I think you with Parker was a very good fit. I was impressed. I was skeptical of the duos at first, but
complete honesty, I was fucking terrified to cast with Parker. I know for a fact you felt that off of me. I didn't say it, but I know for a fact that you felt that
I could see a little bit. I was a little intimidated to cast with Blue too, because I didn't.
We basically, guys, we anticipated that going into the weekend, I was going to be casting with Flynn and Parker was going to be casting with Blue. Like, that's what Flynn and I anticipated. And we're like, okay. So Flynn and I had already like talked about things like, okay, I was going to do analytics. Flynn's going to do play-by-play. Like, and Flynn and I obviously at this point had already been like, we already are now friends. So like we knew basically how things were going to work pretty well. And we've had enough conversations to where basically it's really hard to go in not knowing someone personally, and then casting with them because you don't know what they're gonna do. Like, so it was
out of my 3 options, you, Parker, and Blue was at the bottom of my list, and I don't say that because of his technical skills, sorry, because he's a wonderful caster, and I'm glad that I got the opportunity to cast with him throughout the weekend. It was that I do not know him, and I have a personal relationship with you and Parker. So casting with either of you would have been fucking simple in comparison to casting with a brand new person, although Blue made it super fucking easy, because casting with him was a fucking dream come true. That shit was so
that man
smooth.
is such a good caster.
Honestly.
Oh, and by the way, guys, if none of you knew, because Flynn and I didn't know, the Summit 1G clip of him setting himself on fire with a Molotov, the Summit fire clip on Train when he was playing for Splice, is Blue casting it.
Yeah, that's John.
None of us knew that.
That's Blue on the
Well,
color.
Parker knew that. Parker probably knew that, but we didn't know that. And
I didn't
was
know
like,
that until
"Wait,
like a week
what?"
ago, yeah.
Yeah, so it blew my mind. But yeah, that's Blue on call for when Summit set himself on fire on Train at LAN. So
There you go. A little tidbit.
Blue helped put a nail in the coffin that is Summit 1G's CS career. So
Jesus.
that was bad. Anyways, so Parker, overall casting with Parker is probably, actually no, it is the best casting experience I've ever had in my entire life.
Yep.
Like casting at LAN is so much different than casting at home. You have lights, you have a crowd to play with, everything. And Flynn literally told me right off the bat, he was like, you're going to be addicted to getting the crowd's reaction.
Yep.
And
love
I
playing
did
off of it.
like the second day, especially like if you guys watched both days, the second day I was a lot more comfortable. I was back to my regular self of cracking jokes and just having a really good time. And basically the main thing that Parker told, the biggest piece of advice that Parker told me throughout the entire weekend was stop focusing on everybody that's in the arena, except obviously like playing with the crowd and stuff like that. Like, hey, can we get some noise up in here and stuff like that? He's like, treat it like you're having a conversation with me and we're just talking about the game. Because he was like, at the end of the day, what you're going to end up doing is disconnecting yourself from the crowd because you're going to be acting all professional when it's not really that. You're trying to bring out the hype and stuff by acting like you are that personable person and trying to stay on that level while also being entertaining. I was like, okay, so that's how I treated it for the rest of the time, and that's why the second day I got back to cracking jokes and having a good time and just pointing out little things, and it was fucking awesome. The second day was that SSG versus Rogue game was so much fun. It was ridiculous. Like at one point, remember when I said that Legion had 11 fucking goo mines? Yeah, he has 8. In case you guys were wondering, my brain just like completely turned off for a second. And I said it like 2 times in a row. And I know, and there's 2 things when you're casting that you can do when you fuck up. Either one, you just skimp over it and you're like, okay, whatever, I'll say it right on the next time. Or 2, you call yourself out and make fun of it.
Yep.
That's really it. So
those are your options.
Me being me, and I know Flynn also does this as well, I called myself out on it and I just made a joke of it. Like that was it. Yep. Like that's why I was like, Legion actually has 8 of those. 8 of them I counted. Thank you, Parker, for fixing that for me. Like something along those lines. It just kept going. So there was a couple times where like I misspoke like a word or something like that and just fixed it real quick and just pasted it over and just kept going. But overall, that SSG versus Rogue game was so much fun to cast. There were so many big moments. Clubhouse was fucking insane. Like, oh my God, 7-6 in favor of Rogue. That map was insanity, dude. But yeah, I mean, after that, the experience was fantastic. It was worth everything. I'm so happy that I got to experience that and do that in my lifetime, because like I've wanted to do that shit ever since, fucking like I started playing Halo. I wanted to do stuff in esports. So it's been fucking cool, dude. I really hope that I get to do it again. And yeah, everyone, ESL, Ubisoft, all of the guys that made that happen are all fantastic human beings. I did not have one negative experience with a person the entire time I was there. So
yeah, that's usually how it goes. You walk in with like a lot of preconceptions about like what people are going to be like and what you imagine your surroundings are going to be and who's going to be around you and stuff, and then they all wash away as soon as you walk in the building. LAN is an entirely different thing, and like I said, if I could do a LAN event every fucking week, I would, because holy shit, they are so much fun. But yeah, after that, it was the finals. EG versus Rogue in the finals once again, because how could it not be Rogue versus EG in the finals after that weekend, man? You got Gotcha subbing in, playing out of his fucking mind. You got Rogue on a whole nother level with Vert coming in. Like, that was a finals fucking written in the stars, man. There was no stopping that from happening. All right, Stokes is dead. Cool.
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good. I thought you were just taking a pause there to gather your thoughts. My bad.
No,
Anyways,
I was waiting for you to jump in.
yeah, that was fantastic. I met a ridiculous amount of cool players, cool people. I mean, like, I made an entire list.
Oh my god, I made an ass of myself.
What'd you do?
I went up to Crazy and I called him Hyper because they actually look like the same fucking person.
Oh yeah. What did he say?
Nothing. We were all really drunk. It was after I got ejected from the after party. Yeah, so we were down at the Circle Bar in like the lobby of the hotel. And I was like, I don't know, it was like Hyper and Chap. I don't fucking remember. I think Lauren was there, Parker was there, Blue was there. I don't remember if you were there. Mo was there, Oasis was there. I don't know. We were all just like in one big circle. And I was like, I don't know, we were all talking, and then Crazy started talking, and I like interrupted him. I was like, hey, Hyper, it's good to meet you, and I thought you guys played great out there. And he's like, thanks, but I'm not Hyper, I'm Crazy. I'm like, you look like you came from the same mother. And he's like, yeah, we get that a lot. And I'm like, yeah, that's an issue, dude. That's a fucking issue.
Oh my god.
Granted, I was really fucking drunk at the time, but yeah.
Oh yeah, you were. Do you remember our conversation with Gotcha? It was you, me, and Gotcha. Do you remember this?
Oh, vaguely. Yes, I think I do.
You know where I'm going with this.
What did I say? Don't expose me out here if I said something stupid.
So Gotcha goes, hey, I really, really liked your call on it was either him or like we just started talking about it, I can't remember. But basically it was like, hey, you had like a really nice call on that SSG Ace by Thinking Nade.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, thanks, man. Blah, 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 blah. And you're like, no, Stokes, Sam, you come here. And like you got me like around your
God.
like, under your arm, and you're like, you made that call what it was. You made that. You did that. Without you, that was some fucking bullshit ace that they threw. But you made that call what it was. That was great. It's fucking. I was like, thanks, Flynn. You're like, I fucking love you, man.
Oh
like,
my
I love
god,
you, Flynn.
I was okay. Yeah, I was pretty fucking sauced. Let's get that out there on the board. Yikes.
So basically, guys, if you didn't know, I'm loved by Flynn. So I love you too, Flynn. It's all good, dude.
Go fucking
all
kill
love.
yourself.
It's all love, brother. It's all love. But
yeah,
yeah, man.
I don't know. The finals were interesting. It kind of went. Honestly, I thought we were gonna be done on Villa, dude. 5-2 up for Rogue.
Yeah.
Like that
Then
EG comeback was stupid. Vert with the interrogation on Villa too. That was
Dude. Apparently, Vert just needs you to cast all of his games when he's Cav, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, I got two of
We
them.
had a dumb amount of interrogations this weekend.
Was it just those, or was there another one I missed?
No, there was one in the military match as well.
Oh,
Fucking
I slept
Daddy
through
Mike
that
had an
because I didn't have
interrogation.
to be there for the call time because I had second game, so I slept in. Because obviously we got again plastered on Saturday night.
Yes, we did.
Remember when I said I was not gonna go out and drink or anything because we had to cast the next day and it was gonna be the
Yeah,
finals
you went
day?
out and drank.
Yeah, I'm certifiably not smart. I am not smart. Let's get that out in the public too, because I need that on record. I am not an intelligent human being. Holy fuck. I don't know. The finals. I thought the cast was really good. I'm glad that Blue got the championship call too. That was good. I didn't have anything like prepared at the time to kind of like chime in with, so I'm glad that he just took it and ran with it. Basically, every time I thought the game was going to come to an end, I just gave him the call. I just like wrapped up with like 30 seconds left, and I was like, "It's all you, Blue. Have fun." Because I didn't have anything like super witty or interesting prepared, and he didn't really come out with anything like too special either. But I'm glad that he got the call as well. Thought it was it was an interesting finals. It wasn't the best finals of all time, but it was interesting, all right.
Yeah, I mean the USN overall was very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So Then after that, we had Rogue win the whole thing. Yay, Rogue! Good job, guys. Y'all finally fucking did it. You did it.
Yep.
Oh, also the analyst desk. I don't give a fuck what any of you say. The analyst desk was the most entertaining analyst desk that's ever been in Rainbow Six. I don't give a
Absolutely.
shit.
Absolutely.
And Veli was the main crux of that entire fucking thing, dude. Like Veli literally made that analyst desk what it was. If you
Yep.
don't have Veli there, that the analyst desk is not nearly as exciting.
Yep.
100%.
Absolutely. There's
By
no...
the way, we're stealing Veli. I don't. If any of you are Gears of Wars fans, I don't give a shit. We are stealing him.
Oh yeah, he's ours. He's our property now.
Yeah. Yeah, if Flynn and I have any say in anything, if they ask, it's done.
I'm taking him in my suitcase to every goddamn event we go to. And just, I don't think
he'll fit. That's a big fucking dude.
I'll get an extra big fucking suitcase, dude. Like,
sir, why do you have a body bag? Don't ask.
Don't ask if you don't ask questions you don't want answers to, Mr. Security Guard. All right. I need Veli at every event, dude. That dude was fucking wild. He was awesome.
Yeah.
And he was so lively. He made the analyst desk what it was. Without Veli, that analyst desk is boring as shit.
Yep.
I don't know. He just made everyone on the desk better. He made Rams better.
Yeah.
He made Zeronic better. Just like being more lively, being more entertaining, being just the fucking awesome dude he is. I was so skeptical heading in about obviously his game knowledge, but he didn't really need a lot of game knowledge to do what he did. And I thought Jump did a really good job as well on the desk host. I hope he gets to do a couple more Siege events with. Honestly, I was talking to Velia at the after party after this. She was like, "Yeah, I definitely want this entire talent crew to do more events together because it was fucking insane." And I'm 1,000% down with that. I definitely.
Dude, it was actually insane, and Flynn is going to know about this because we literally got added in like a trillion things together.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, everyone was like, "Yo, Flynn and Stokes need to be on like fucking every land fucking possible." And I'm like, "How the fuck can you possibly think that I sucked a massive cock?" Like I was just like, like that was literally my thought process the entire time. I was like, I mean, I get the Flynn shit. Flynn's been doing this for fucking forever, but me, yeah, that's a fucking false statement there, bub. But it was
I don't know. I didn't think I
crazy.
deserved any praise up until the finals. I thought I was way below my standard of casting.
I was falling flat as shit on the first day. Like I was a fucking just panicky mess. Like the second cast, I was a lot better because I calmed down a little bit, but I still wasn't phrasing words how I wanted to, and things were just really falling apart on me. And
Yep.
Actually, you want to know the weird thing is, after this entire weekend, I guess I've been so concerned for so long about my casting and like my phrasing, my words that I use, everything along with that I guess I kind of gave myself a mannerism when I speak. And that like, well, I had it there for a while. If you remember, like, even if you guys go back and listen to earlier podcasts and compare it to listening to this one, I stutter when I talk a lot. I do. Like it's because of that whole thing I said when I said I used to say fuck all the time for everything and use it as a comma. You don't want to get into that. But my issue was I was always trying to make things seem so smart and just so ahead of the curve and everything, and just be like, look, I have all these fancy words. I can pull it all the time.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And over the weekend, I finally got to the point where I was just having fun and everything just flowed naturally. And I finally figured out that basically, like, I had been working so hard and focused so much on my speech that I fucked up my speech.
The less you focus on it, the better it'll be.
Yeah. Yeah. So ever since then, like throughout the entire weekend after like the second day, like everything, I've been back to speaking normally. Like it's really weird. And I never really knew about it. I didn't know if it was just because like I guess I've been working like on this shit for so long and like no one really had been like, yo, like you're cut out to do this. And like I never really thought that I was cut out to do this. Even going to this land, I didn't think I was cut out to do this. Like I literally wrote it in my Reddit post, and I'll say it here for people that obviously don't use Reddit, because
I didn't
a lot
read
of shit that
that
gets
shit.
posted on Reddit is stupid. But I told you this, it never really hit me that like this was gonna happen, but it hit me once I got off the plane in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And I started like low key freaking out, and like the constant thing that was going on in my brain, was like, why the fuck did they choose me? I don't even deserve to be here. Like, why the fuck am I here? They should have chose somebody else. And then like halfway through the airport to go get my bag, I was like, wait, no, like they chose you for a reason. You're supposed to be here. Like, this is your one shot. Just focus on not fucking it up. Like, that was my thing. Like, the rest of like that all the way leading up to Saturday was just focus on getting better to the point where you feel like you can do this and you won't just sound like a stuttery mess of shit. So we got to that point, which was fantastic. And after that whole experience, I really wish I could go back with what I know now and do it all over again and just show you guys what I could have made those matches, really. Because like the last match was truly me on point, basically. Like there's a lot of stuff for me to still improve on, but for where I am right now, I felt so good about that last cast. Just everything with Parker, jokes cracked, play-by-play, analytics, everything. I just felt so good about it. And yeah, so
yeah, I definitely wish I could go back and dial some things back and just tweak some things throughout literally all the games. Honestly, all of them. There's stuff I'm not happy with all the games, and I don't know. I wish I could go back and tweak a few things, but it's in the past, and it was still a fun event. I still think I learned a lot of things, a lot of valuable lessons that I'll have to take with me up until future events. But yeah. What also? What do you want to say?
Well, oh, dude, Voodoo was fun as hell.
No, it wasn't.
It was pretty fun with the conversations I had. Hey, I didn't get thrown out. All right,
Okay.
You got thrown out.
Okay. So,
What did you even get thrown out for?
oh, you didn't hear about this?
No.
I got thrown out for giving Avian a beer.
Oh, because Avian's underage.
I thought he was way older than me. I thought he was like
Oh, yeah.
24. He's 20.
Oh,
Your country is stupid, by the way. Your country's drinking laws are fucking asinine.
It saves kids from underage drinking.
Oh, for
okay,
sure it
car
does.
accidents.
Sure it
Yeah, I
does.
know.
Sure it does.
I know. Okay. Same thing with fucking weed being banned everywhere except for states that have legalized. Like,
Yeah, your country's dumb. Your country's stupid, and I hate it. But it was a fun event. The after party sucked dick. For us, because we dude, so many people got ejected from the after party. like a gross number of people got ejected. I've
I will
never
tell
had
you one
that
thing,
before.
though.
What?
I will tell you one thing. I think I talked to you about this while I was up there. Literally, all of the players and everybody were out there just like chilling, just like having a few drinks. Obviously, like people were getting coked out for like smoking and shit. But the Ubisoft employees, dude, those motherfuckers know how to get down, brother. Let me tell you, like this dude, this DJ, if Flynn remembers this at all, because Flynn was drunk as fuck. But do you remember like the DJ was just playing like hard ass house music?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was playing hard ass house music like the entire time, and all of the Ubisoft employees were just fucking getting it, dude. I was like, these guys can fucking party, brother. Like, holy shit. It was awesome for the amount of time that I was up there. But other than that, I met some fantastic people there. I met Mo Digger for the first time. I met Crazy for the first time. Yeti, like basically, well, actually everybody you could possibly think of, anybody that was of like prominent notice that was at USN. I probably shook the hand up, except Evil Geniuses. I never met Canadian. Canadian actually followed me back on Twitter because I liked one of his posts. He was like, "Hey, you casted." Yeah.
His dad followed me on Twitter. I don't know why. I just saw it the other day. I was like,
Probably 'cause you're
okay.
Canadian. Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, dude, Rampy's a really cool kid as well.
Rampy's so dope.
I love Rampy.
Let's
Awesome
talk
kid.
all the SSG guys before we went up to the party. Were you there with me while I was talking to all the SSG guys? Yeah, you were.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
you
we
were beside me.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
you and
we
I
were-
walked out. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you and I were talking about the event.
Yeah. Super cool to be able to meet them. Because I never actually got to hang out with them at DreamHack. I don't know what they were doing, but basically, like, DreamHack Montreal, everyone was, like, more segmented. There wasn't, like, an actual, like, official after party or anything. We just all tried to, like, DM each other and try to figure out where we were all going. And, like, I don't know. Some nights, there were a lot of people from the event there. Some nights there weren't. Like, I don't know, it was all over the place, but it was cool to be able to like hang out and have a couple drinks with them, meet them for the first time, like officially, and hang out with them. Yeah, the after party blew dick. I was hanging out with Slash too. Slash was Slash was having a good time, considering he's been on that team since the very beginning and has never won a LAN. So he's he was having a good time. Avian as well. Yeah, after me and John, Avian got kicked out, we went back to his place, met up with Neptunes, or not Neptunes, sorry, K9. And then I went downstairs with them, obviously, and met everyone down at the circle bar and stuff. And then me, Oasis, and Modiga went out on the town, go find like another bar and hang out at. Good time. And then I don't really remember how I got back to the hotel. I just remember waking up the next morning with a pounding fucking headache and in search of Gatorade.
Yeah, I woke up at 5 a.m. to walk my girlfriend down to her Uber so I could take her to the airport because she had a plane at 7.
Gross.
So, yeah.
My flight
So,
wasn't until 2. I was so happy. Oh my
you're
god.
lucky as fuck. Anyways, so I'm walking her down there, and as soon as my elevator door opens and we like walk right out past like the archway to get to the casino, right?
Yeah.
Goddess and Crux are walking towards us, and I was like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" They're like, "Oh, we're gonna walk back over to like some fucking I can't remember where the fuck they were walking to." But anyways, I was like, "Okay." So it was like 5 a.m. and they just hadn't went to bed yet. I was like, "Jesus fucking Christ!"
My
That's why I
God.
made that. That's what I made that tweet. And I was like, I literally just walked my girlfriend down to her Uber, and I just saw a bunch of people from R6 USN still awake. And that's when Goddess was like, "At me next time." So I added her like 7 times under that. Yeah, because I'm a. 'cause
I
I'm a
didn't see
dick.
that.
Yeah. So, but overall, fantastic event. I met a ton of people that I've known for a very long time, and it was awesome, dude. It was fan-fucking-tastic. I'm pissed I didn't win a gaming chair, but that's fine.
Yeah, they gave away all the USN like specifically like the custom branded chairs and stuff, and I guess those went pretty quickly. Like, cause I was still in the green room packing up with John, Blue before we left, and by the time we were leaving, like all the chairs were already gone and stuff, and then we got stopped in the lobby to talk to people and take pictures and stuff. You signed that jersey, the USN jersey, right? With all of us?
absolutely.
Yeah. That's good. I was glad that we were able to do that as well. There was a
Yeah.
for anyone who wasn't there or didn't hear about this, basically EG donated a jersey all signed by EG, and then they also like the Ubisoft employees there also grabbed a USN jersey and gave it to all of like the production crew to sign and give to a kid from Make a Wish who was at the event. So that was a cool thing that I had never really gotten to do before, be a part of something that momentous, because that's really like next level.
Yeah, like I know this is always sad to talk about, but like a lot of Make-A-Wish kids, there's a reason that they're on Make-A-Wish. It isn't just like, oh yeah, he might, he's more than likely going to get better. No, it's usually like he's in a bad situation. You don't know how long they have to live. That's why they're in Make-A-Wish, and they just want to give them the best that they can while they can do it.
Yep.
And yeah, so it's a massive thing to be a part of, and I was truly honored to sign it. I really hope that the kid gets better, because obviously that's what everyone hopes for. But I'm just happy that we at least got to do something for him.
Yeah, just to have any kind of small impact. Honestly, like I never got to meet him or her. Didn't get to shake their hand and just kind of meet the person that I was trying to just have some kind of effect on. But at the end of the day, it was humbling, and it was something that I'll never forget that I was able to do. And being put in this position, there's new shit like that at every event, where like you're doing something newer and bigger and better, and usually it's self-centric. Usually it's like, oh, this is the first time I've done this, or I've done that. That was the first time I was able to really kind of like to give back, and it's something that I'll never forget.
Yeah. So then next
Sorry
day,
to make it so fucking dark, but yeah.
yeah. But
Stuff like
next
that
day
happens.
after that, we all flew home.
Yeah.
Everyone on the crew except myself and Veli were absolutely fucked. So, and Zoronic was fine, but Flynn over here was super hungover, had a pounding headache. fucking Parker was throwing up for like 30 minutes. Like it was a rough one. It was a rough one for
It
everybody.
was a rough morning for everyone in the crew. Let's say that much. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but then after that, everyone just
Everyone got
headed
home.
back to their respective ways. Yeah, it was really nice. My headphones broke, so I had to buy some. I stretched my wallet a little bit. I actually went out and bought some Bose Quiet 2s out of one of those Best Buy Expresses inside of the airport, and they are 110% worth it because they are awesome. Holy shit!
Yeah,
You'll
my
never-
headphones.
I'm telling you. Oh man.
I think everyone's heard this story, but if you haven't, basically, I lost my Audio Technicas in Paris while I was bouncing around flights, trying to get home from Italy for the Euro Cup. And at the airport at Charles de Gaulle in Paris, before coming home, I had to buy like some shitty fucking like emergency $15 Sony in-ear earbuds.
Yeah.
So I was using those on the plane to Vegas because I didn't have any other headphones and I didn't have the money at the time to go out and buy better headphones. And those fucking pieces of shit broke an hour into my flight to Vegas. It's a 5-hour flight from Toronto to Vegas, so I was displeased to say the least. So as soon as I got off the plane, I hit up a Best Buy Express and bought another pair of Sonys, but they're the better extra bass ones. The extra bass headphones from Sony, actually, I think they're always like $40 Canadian or cheaper. So whatever that is in American.
Probably like $25.
Yeah, I've used literally that specific pair of headphones. I've probably bought, I think this is my 5th pair that I've ever bought. And usually those things last, like, the only reason I've ever bought new ones is because I've lost old ones. I've never, I don't know, I had a pair for 3 years in a row and they were perfect. So if you're ever looking for some cheap fucking headphones you have to buy in a last minute fucking rescue situation at an airport, hit up a Best Buy Express and grab the Sony Extra Bass in-ears. They're cheap and they're good and they will last you forever. As long as you don't lose them.
Skull candies too. Skull candies are like $20 and those things are fucking bulletproof. Like Skull candies are always the go-to whenever I need a fucking quick pair of headphones. But those Bose fucking Quiet 2s are insane, dude. Oh my god.
All right, so I think that's everything for USN. We did not hit 2 hours because obviously we're talking about one fucking event, and we've kind of gone through it all. An hour and a half, so we're good to wind it down.
Oh shit! Yeah.
One thing I want for you to do though is find your badge, your access badge.
Okay.
Hang it up somewhere, and take every badge from every LAN you do from now on and hang it up. I've started doing that with my badges, and it is really fucking cool to see them all hanging here to look through and have all the memories for. So definitely hang on to your badges no matter what you do. Don't lose them. Don't throw them away. Keep them.
It's on my desk right now. It's sitting right here.
Yep. Keep all your badges because it's the easiest way to have something to take home. Obviously, we got like the USN, like the gift bag, but that doesn't always happen at all your events, especially when we're doing like smaller ones later on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yo, by the way, actually, one other thing. If you guys are in the hunt or in the looks for a gaming chair, do not buy anything else except a Secret Labs gaming chair. I'm telling you right now, the Maxonomics are uncomfortable as shit, and Secret Labs are fucking comfy as hell, and they are nice as fuck. Like, Flynn, did you sit in any of those chairs over there?
USN ones, yeah, they were great,
dude. They are so comfortable. Definitely worth their money. 100% worth their weight in gold. Absolutely.
Yep.
Like, fucking awesome. And like the other thing is like Secret Labs has like a bunch of different material that you can use. So if you like want like soft fiber, you can do that, or you can do like the leather or whatever you want to do. Sadly, they aren't gonna obviously make the USN chairs because I would own one in a fucking heartbeat. But yeah, I guarantee one of the kids that won one of those is definitely gonna sell it. So
yeah, maybe keep an eye out on eBay for a USN chair, maybe.
Well, I can go for like $800 though. Or
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna want to pay $800 for that. But anyways, that's not even a shameless plug. That's just a recommendation.
Oh yeah, we're not sponsored. We're not being paid by them.
Sponsored by anybody. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just chilling here. Though they were very comfortable. I have a DX Racer, and I didn't pay for it, so I can't talk about.
What the fuck?
What do you mean? What the fuck?
How'd you get it?
You didn't hear about this?
No.
Well, I thought everyone heard about it after the 32 round game on Border of the CCS quals. I didn't even tweet it out. I sent in a group chat on Discord to like Ty and a couple other people who were like running production for the qualifiers.
You were casting that?
Not this most recent the 32 round game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was me and Ty.
Okay. I thought it was. I was just double checking. Anyways,
Yeah. So after that, I had just moved back to my mom's place from the apartment, and I left my old office chair there because it was broken down and fucking awful. So I didn't have an actual chair, so I was just sitting on this wooden piece of shit that's like almost as old as my mom that she used in university to study. Like she had just kept it, hauling it back and forth from place to place to place over the years. So that was all I had as a chair, and I was sitting on that for 12 hours the first day and 13 hours the next day. So 25 out of 48 possible hours I was sitting in that casting. And I didn't even want to make it public. I just sent a picture of it to Ty. I was like, look what I've been fucking sitting in for the last 25 hours. And he was like, okay, I got you. So he goes on the fucking CCS Twitter account and tweets it out. And he's like, look at what Flynn's been sitting in while casting these quals. That's dedication. And fucking someone donated like $400 or $500 to get me a DX Racer. So Ty bought it for me and sent it to me.
Aw.
Yeah. It was really sweet. So it's black and orange for the CCS colors.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's so cute. You're loved. Oh, actually, another really funny thing. Austin, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, Austin. I saw him a
Austin
couple
was on
times there.
that team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin fucking fell asleep while you were casting the finals. And I was like, bro, are you good? And he wakes up and he turns to me and he goes, crazy? I was like, nobody. It's stoked. He goes, oh shit, you guys look the same. I was like, no, the fuck we don't. What are you
So
talking
you, Crazy, and Hyper all look the same then.
Yeah,
I can kind of see it, but like Crazy and
What?
Hyper, oh my god, they're literally twins.
I do not look the same. Crazy. Get the fuck out of here.
Kinda.
By the way, apparently I have Blitz's eyes. So
Blitz's
Yeah.
eyes. All right, we're just
yeah.
devolving into chaos. Thank you everybody for
Yeah.
watching. I'm gonna wind this down right now before we start rambling off into some more nonsense. Thank you everybody for watching or listening. Sorry, there is no video for this.
I love you.
Yeah, we'll be back on. I'm actually debating if we should even do a Thursday episode because there's not going to be any more goddamn news.
Well, we missed last week's, so we should probably do one.
Yeah, we should do a Thursday episode. All right,
Yeah.
we'll try and find. We'll try and
bang
find,
it out.
Yeah, we'll try and find fucking something to talk. But it sucks in an off season like this where there's literally nothing happening, competitively anyway, to talk about. So
the shit thing is roster locks already happened as well.
yeah,
so.
there's not gonna be any more changes. We've seen all the rosters. There's CCS games this week. I guess we talked
Yeah.
about the Wednesday
about
games on
CCS,
Thursday. I don't know.
I think you know what the best thing is we could probably do, dude.
What?
We'll sanction our own games. We'll just cast over them so we have stuff to talk about. Boom, easy.
Bad. We'll just go play some casual.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like yeah.
Cast over casual
So-
games, record them, upload them, and talk about them.
Yeah,
Oh,
Somber Brook 712 was actually kind of a crazy Ash man, you know.
God damn it. All right, I'm ending it there. Thank you, everybody. We will see you on Thursday, and then next Tuesday, and then actually next Tuesday's Christmas. So no, we won't see you next Tuesday. I will not be here for that. So we definitely need to do a Thursday episode. But we'll be back next Thursday if you're around, 27th.
Yeah, I'll be here.
All right.
I
then
got nowhere to go.
I'm literally just gone for the 25th, so that's unfortunate.
My parents' house is 10 minutes from here. It's fine.
Oh, my grandparents' house is 4.5 hours away. So, and I have to do that
Get
drive twice in one day.
fucked.
So it's gonna be 9 hours of driving in one day. It's gonna be fun.
Dude, that sounds like so much fun. I'm so jealous.
All right, this is the third time I've wrapped up the show. Thank you, everybody. Good night.